am gunning for the pond. Last time you would have seen me, it was Thursday. Guess what day it is now? Friday. Oh, I haven't even been home. God, I am recharged, reloaded, got me bait fresh, got me everything charged up, fresh clothes, so I don't get bloody trench feet anymore. Fresh footwear. Like, but I nearly came last night, I swear to God. So basically I left the lake yesterday morning, and I'm back down. It's 5 o'clock now on Friday, which isn't helping me with traffic, trust me. I'm just on the M5, just getting through Birmingham, so well, it's 20 past 5 now, probably going to get there just before 7, so not too bad. It'll be dark, and I can't get back in my swim just yet. If it was free, that is. I'm sure someone will be in there on a Friday. It's quite a popular swim, if you like, of the fact that it holds a lot of water. It's close to the car park, and it does do fish, I suppose, from what I know. I don't know if it's done any fish recently, apart from mine. Yeah, I'm just going to get back on that spot. If I can't get in there, I've got the time. People watching this might think, oh, you've got loads of time, well, I've got loads of time, so it's what it is. No, listen, I booked sort of 2 or 3 nights a week. I don't know if I've already said this, or if you haven't watched the previous vlogs, basically I did book a lot of time to come down, do 2-3 nights a week from August onwards for an autumn campaign on here. But obviously I got suspended, blah blah blah, for whatever reason. If you don't know why, go back and watch the others. What are you doing? Yeah, I booked a load of time, 2-3 nighters all the way to do from August, but now I couldn't get back on the lake till October or what have you. So I'm just using all that time. I obviously retracted all that leave, if you like, that I was going to use for August, September, and I've put it all into October and the start of November. So basically, I could potentially pull 10 nights here. There's no time limit. The only limits are you can do 3 nights in a swim, and then you have to be out of that swim for 48 hours. So technically that comes to an end in the morning, because I wound in at about 6 in the morning or whatever, because I had some night swimmers come out, didn't I? Swimming in the dark with the little lights on last time. So yeah, sort of first thing in the morning. But like I say, I think someone will probably be in there, but I'm back on the pond, they don't. But yeah, so there's a few options, but at the very least I will be on the pond, can see who's there, I can find out when they're going out of that swim, because it might sound like something that I don't generally do, because it is. I generally fish for what I see, but you can't help but me want to get in that swim, because I've just been baiting it consistently, and hearing fish, consistently, catching the right fish, that is, and she has definitely been on that spot. In my mind she has. She might not have been, but in my mind she has, so I've got to have a rig on it. So if I can get in there whenever it may be, even though the weather's looking good Tuesday, Wednesday, if I can get in there tomorrow, I'd get in there. But got a feeling someone's probably going to be in there at least until tomorrow, maybe Sunday at very least. At very most, they would be in there till Monday, because of they'd be timed out there, wouldn't they? Because they'd have gone in there today and they got 3 nights, so I can get my name on it. It's what it is. I'm happy with that. At least I can be at the lake to see what's going on. That's the main thing, and I'll be fishing. And you never know, it's not like she's coming out and just eating there, bang. These fish travel around, so she might have visited 1 or 2 of my other spots, who knows. We shall see, but I'm on my way back down, and when I get there and get sorted, I won't do anything vlogging wise, because it's going to be dark, so I'll find myself where I'm going, have a good mooch round, have a listen, because it's been showing early on as well. It's another reason why I've sort of timed it to get down now, turn up in the dark, nobody sees me there, can walk around, listen what's going on, get myself in a little pitch up, and I'll report back then, unless something happens in the meantime. Probably see me in 5 minutes because I'm bored. Eggy lad! Can you see me? Can you hear me? Yeah, you can see me. That'll do anyway. Not missing much. Good looking lad. Right, just to bring you up to speed, it's now about 9:30 or something.
9:30, had a mooch round. Here's the lad in the swim where I finished up, as expected. He's in there till Sunday. Nice guy. Top lad. He's actually down with his lad this weekend, which is nice. I like that. Just doing a bit bashing and out with him, but obviously carp angling. So yeah, that's good. Oh, I thought that was a fish's scale then. It's a stone shaped like a scale. I'm gonna keep that. Put it in me little pouch there. It's cool. So yeah, I'm opposite in the beach. I have booked it behind him. Felt really like, I just didn't want to do it, but at the same time I don't want to lose it. Almost gives it away a little bit that, you know, possibly I've been catching. Sort of said that I'd eared a big fish in there, blah blah blah, which I have, you know. Obviously didn't mention that I caught. It's what it is. I don't have to. So yeah, so I booked it for Sunday, and I'm opposite in the beach, which I baited a few times last week with a hell of a lot of bait. Say a hell of a lot, you know. I've got a few bucket loads throughout the week, which is a lot of bait, 100%. But you know, it's bulked out with boilie. Chopped. I'm on the old Manilas on here. Chopped Manila and then bulked out with maize. And I've given it a fair old hit. Decided to go here. There was here or one other swim that I wanted, that I fancied, apart from the one I obviously caught in. But yeah, the other one was the one next door that fishes the island. It's a bit more intimate round there. Didn't fancy wedding up so close to matey. It's not nowhere near his water, but you know, it's quite close to him. Whereas here I've got a big chunk of water in front of me. You know, I've got a lad down to me left, and obviously matey opposite, but it's a big pond, and the matey down to me left. Let me mute that. Matey down to me left is the next swim, but it's a bloody long way, and there's a lot of water between us, and this is free anyway, so I don't even know why I'm going into that. So yeah, chose to go here pretty much straight away, as soon as I sort of knew the way out of the land, where things were. Came round here. Graham actually borrowed me his push bike. It's nice of him, because I haven't even mentioned I come off my motorbike today. I've done my wrist right in, done my leg in a bit, squawked on my leg up, bust my new trainers up. Yeah, just yeah, nothing too bad, but yeah, I flipped it pretty much in the road, and yeah, one thing led to another, and yeah, I've got a few wounds, but yeah, he borrowed me his bike so I could just mooch around and just save me energy for the barrow push, and it hasn't done my wrist any good, the old the barrow push, but you see the old veins going. Yeah, it hasn't done me wrist any good, but I'm here. Hopefully it's going to last to, I've got a feeling it's going to get worse tomorrow, you know, as time goes on. It's swelling up a bit, but anyway, yeah. So where was I going anyway with it? Yeah, so I've biked round, had a chat with Padge, who's next door, top lad he is. Had a chat with him, blah blah blah, as you do, carried on, and yeah, got me kit, come back, and he said he's just eared 4 out to the right, and he actually knows the zone that I was baiting, because he was opposite last week. So he's like, oh, I've just eared 4, like bang 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 bang. Oh, it sounds like out there where you were fishing and baiting last week, which I was obviously thinking, bloody hell, that'll bloody do. And then I've just come in here. Oh, I haven't stocked me hooks up. Oh, I've got a pack of, yes, about 5 in there, that'll do me for a minute. Yeah, so big chod, size 4, bear boys. You can't see them, I don't even know why I tried to show you. Yeah, I've just eared one myself, out to the left, sort of in the zone as well, so clearly, hopefully they've found that bait and mashed that up. I baited it when I got here, which was last Wednesday, and then I baited it again when I moved back in here for a couple of nights, obviously, and then I baited it not too. I think it was like a night before I left in the day. Came round here with a good old bucket of scran, and yeah, just absolutely gave it them out there, because you can bait this one in the daytime because it doesn't interrupt the swimmers and that. Well, a little bit, but not many swimmers come this big long route, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I'm here tying up some fresh rigs, set up my camp, got my new broy, which is pretty sick. Show you that bad boy tomorrow. You can actually sit up in it. Yeah, I'm gonna get these rods out. 2 on the left spot. That's not good. That otter could be on. Bastard. I hope it isn't. Just for the fish's sake, I don't care about catching, as long as them fish are safe. That wasn't good. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of rods on the left spot, which is the bigger one. I'm gonna try the leading rod with a few rods, just find the right hand spot. I know exactly the tree line and the distance, obviously, but it is quite small. I did put a lot of bait on it, so I'm hoping it's a bit bigger, and I'm happy to get a rod on it in the dark without too much fuss. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. And I'll probably put a little bit of bait over the top of each, not go crazy. See what happens. I'll let you know. Here we are. Bait's ready. Rigs are ready. Got 2 hinges and one on a naughty noodle. On the rubbers, obviously. Everything's super crayed up. This is on the new. I don't know if they'll be out by the time you get them. Curve point Conti, so it's a thicker wire, size 4. Mate, they're sick. And that's no pugs, mate. I'm just straight no bull. But yeah, naughty hooks. There's the last one, might as well show you that. Oh, yeah, there it is, simple as that. Lovely times. Actually had some, just a little bit, probably that much left in the bottom of the bucket from last week. All beautifully fermenting. Yeah, there's probably half a bucket there, I'd say. Yeah, about half a bucket, a bit less, a few kilos. I'm not going to get it all out. I'm probably just going to put maybe 6 or 8 over the left spot and 4 or 6 over the other. We'll see how accurate they go. That's what it's based on. Right, I'm going to get them out, get my head down, get a nice bit of kit for maybe a couple hours after getting the rods out. And I'll get back up real early doors and listen. Or I might just stay up straight through and then sleep in the day tomorrow, to be honest. It's probably a better idea, but we'll see. It is 5:30 now. I haven't caught anything. There's my coffee. Yeah, been up about 10-15 minutes. For some reason I feel like the otter's been on, maybe still on. Could be wrong, I hope I'm wrong. I think I might have mentioned it last night, I can't remember. Yeah, because the birds went mad, didn't they? Yeah, that's basically what's been going on. I haven't seen anything ottery. I've just heard them birds going mad, and done it this morning, the seagulls, really weirdly. Generally they're quite settled. There could be something else going on with them, maybe I don't know. God knows what could be going on, but oh, that's first swig of coffee. It's like a recharge. Yeah, I ended up having a few hours kept, which is good. Mainly down to the reason as all the rain rolled in. So I'm hoping that that's the reason why it's all just been a bit sort of quiet and stopped hearing them and all that, because they're there a couple. Oh God! Oh, my back! Wow, this motorbike accident. I say accident. Well, it was an accident, but falling off this bike is really starting to kick in now. I hope it doesn't affect me casting. Or have life-changing injuries or anything, but mainly the casting. Laughing at my own jokes. Yeah, but listen, it's 5:30. Nothing's happened yet. Let it come light, and we'll see what the crack is. Let's not presume anything. We have a carp. We have a carp. Hello, matey. You're going straight back. Oh, welcome. It's quite a pale one. Plain one, sorry, not pale. Absolutely nailed though. Might do a quick match out of him. How about that? Deserves that, doesn't he? Absolutely buzzing. Oh, he's getting bigger. He's getting bigger. Leathery one. Lovely little tail. Right, let's get him on the mat. She is. There we go. Lovely. Thank you, thank you. First night. Boom. It's nice to have another spot rocking. I knew that spot. I knew they were visiting it. I must have said in previous vlogs I had a couple over there, and I sort of knew in my mind, or heart of hearts if you like, that it was fish on this spot. And as soon as them rigs went out last night, it was bang bang. So I'm pretty sure that's what I just said in the last bit, but recap. So yeah, it's nice to have somewhere here that I can sort of flip between as well. You know, I'm happily doing a couple of nights in this swim, waiting for another, waiting for that one over there. Still want to get in there Sunday and do a few nights, almost regardless, depending on what I see, I suppose. You know, if I started seeing what I thought was the CROC bouncing all over here, then I've got to make a hard decision. But it's just I feel like I was getting the right fish over there, i.e. the ones that I saw her with. But that could mean nothing. You know, used to say they don't come out, mix about, go here and there. So I'm pretty sure she's probably fed on this spot as well. I hope so anyway. In my mind she has, so that's all that matters. Actually just seen one come out 3 times, just straight in front of me, about 5 rod lengths out. It must have been the one that I've just put back. Just giving it one of them. Sometimes you get that, don't you? Like just porpoising, one after another. Yeah, I remember the Burfield Common doing that. It was mental. After we put it back, she was just like jumping out, leaping out. Must have done it 4, 5, 6 times, getting further and further out. It's brilliant to watch. But anyway, the BC. So yeah, buzzing. Got another night in here, then potential few nights in the other swim. Can load this up, keep my eye on this. Nice little thing in my mind going. This swim can get fish, not as much as any of the others that have had me sort of eye and been baiting on, which is good. It's further swim from the car park, I would say. Well, it's like halfway. Yeah, it's probably the same as that way if you went that way. So yeah. Which sort of puts people off, especially when they're doing overnighters. I'm not knocking them, you know, like I'd be the same. It's like, oh bloody hell, mission get around there. So I understand it's easier to drop in them first swims, especially when they're near fish and where fish get caught from, aren't they? So unless, as far as I know, no one's got anything going in here, so happy days. But for me, I have to have seen a set of rings. It's just getting light now. Yeah, I'll turn that night mode off and I'm facing that way. Yeah. It's gonna look well white in here, I think. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, so I've just seen a set of rings out on the spot. But I don't know if it was a carp or what, it could have been anything. But yeah, I've still got a rod out there doing it, so hopefully there's another chance. But I ain't being greedy. Another one in the bag. That's number 6. Is it? Yeah, number 6 in a few weeks. So it's not bad going. Probably near on quarter stock. I don't know how many's in there. I got a feeling it's between 20 and 30. Might be more. People that know the place might be like, what are you on about? But it's not much more than that if it is. So yeah, I'd put it around between 20 and 30. So there's a few stockers in that about now. But yeah, I'll watch it come white. Hopefully another fish, or at least something to see. Be interesting to know if that was a carp that matey had across the way earlier, unless he was just messing around with his lines or whatever, I don't know. But I seen his light on and it was sort of glaring on the water and that. Generally you wouldn't do that unless it was a fish, you know. You know what we're like, try and keep it super stealthy, no lights on and that when we can. Right, I'll shut up, see you later. So basically the swimmer's path, the closest bit to me is like that red triangle, which is a lot further than that. I'm obviously fishing up right hand side of that and probably 3 or 4 rod lengths shorter, so probably on that dark line, which looks close to that boy, but trust me it isn't, it's very deceiving. Yeah, they'll swim out of that bay there, go around, this is the long course, that big red triangle, and then come all the way down past this one, and then all the way down, all the way to that one, and then back down around that blue one and back down. Obviously that's my swim over there from last week.
that's the sort of area I was getting them from. Now I'm fishing here and over here. The bite that I've had this morning is out in this zone, so which is nice. But yeah, like I say, the swimmers go down the back of this, which is probably a good 30-40 yards behind the back of where I'm fishing. So it's happy days. The boats don't come over, the swimmers don't come over. And to be honest, it's only swimmers going over you. You know, my lines are sort of 10-12 foot down out there, so nowhere near them. They'd only cause me any issues if they were right in the edge, which is obviously not the case, which they are over there. Well, yeah, it's that rod that went on the old noodle. Show you that actually. Oh, I'm bloody limping. That's the baby that went. Got the first time I've used these hooks, and first fish landed on them. Boom, still in shape. Nice thick pattern that is, like the Conti 4. Happy days with that. Absolutely happy days. And obviously the new XL noodle kickers for the bigger hooks. Yeah man, sweet. Sick. Oh, sick. But yeah, another day of basically netting, no doubt. Maybe a couple hour window before they decide to get me out of bounds, but I doubt it. But you never know. Obviously, he could still be out there. And yeah, just basically baiting and slow motion getting out there. Ideally I need to pound a load of bait into here. But, oh, my magpie. Yeah, I need to get a lot of bait in, but it's a long way. We're short of 120 yards or so. Yeah. Oh, a couple more scuffs off the old bicycle. Not this one. This is where I burnt myself on the kettle last week. Anyone who watches my Instagram stories will remember that. Don't go there. I did it on a story live by accident, of course. Not self-harmer. But yeah, baiting. I might have to switch to the medium spom just to get less weight in it, and using the right arm more, try and get it over pushing rather than pulling. But we'll see how I get on. If they're going inaccurate, I can't get them. I mean, he went out all right last night, but it was hurting more, and I don't want to damage it further, if you like, and put myself back. So, but we'll see. Play it by ear. Last week, I left it a few days. I didn't, you sort of stop looking at snag all the time. But I left it a few days, and I went back round, and I thought, wow, she's definitely getting bigger, And at the same time as seeing them with the ones I'm catching and all that, it's just like there's so much time and effort, I just hope that, I know I keep trying to almost justify this keeping things quiet and that, but I'm hoping people are sort of nodding their head and thinking, I understand, you're putting everything on the line, you're giving so much time, putting in a lot of effort, and I'm not saying someone's just going to ever tell them, they're just going to come, jump in, catch the one that I'm after and be on your back, but I'm sure we've all had the situation where it starts getting busy because things are, this is only learning by my own mistakes in the past where I've told people it gets out, all of a sudden it gets dead busy. It's my doing, so keep it stum. I don't like the actual lying side of things. I much prefer it when people don't ask. I don't ask. Like when I'm walking around the lake like this, somewhere like Stonies or Christie and all that, everyone can see everything. There's no need to, you see someone have one in the morning. It's not so much dog eat dog, the fish get about. This place is low stock, big, every capture is really sacred. It needs to be, like I say, so I walk around here now, when I chat to a matey, I'll be like, oh, you right, mate, how's things with you, missus, kids, all that, and if he wants to then divulge information down the line, oh, I had one this morning, then that's up to him, give him the option to not, it's that almost respect, I think it sort of came from Burfield, you knew how hard it was, you're good friends with people, so there was a sort of a respect of not asking each other, when you just, if they told you, they told you. You might be looking around trying to piece it together, oh, his mat's in a different place, or his net's a bit wet, that smells a bit, having a little sneaky whiff of it. But yeah, it's, these are mates of yours, and, it's by not asking, you don't have to be lied to or lie to the person, if you like. It's just withholding the information. He's doing his thing, I'm doing mine. No one needs to know until the job's done, hopefully. It will come out one day, hopefully. The lads that
are on here will sort of see it and understand it. I think fair play, you know, good angling. It's exactly the way I would look at it. If any of these boys are catching and I don't know about it, I don't expect them to tell me, and they can lie until they're blue in the face to me. If I see them doing pictures and that, and even if they went, no, I had nothing, I wouldn't think, you lying bastard, you know, I'd think, fair play, keeping things quiet, nice, you know, put it into my own bit of fishing then, you know. So that's the way things are going anyway. But yeah, that was a mega little fish, to be fair. Had a good look at them mat shots that I did, real leathery one. Pretty sure it's like mid-20, maybe even up. I obviously didn't weigh it. Scales and that jangling around, the telltale signs. Obviously matey was up, he heard the bite, just said the clutch was loose, which it wasn't. Kited round and got in there and a thing in, put it back. I don't think he bought it, but I've got to tell the same story to everyone if they ask, it's as simple as that. But always feel a bit guilty. Anyway, rig time. And it's the first fish I just showed you, didn't I, that I've had on the CCT4s, which is CCT? I don't know what that stands for, but it's Continental. Anyway, size 4s. Really nice. And yeah, no opening up, still razor sharp, pointed but turned over a little bit, as it should and would. Yeah, razor that. First one straight out of the pack. Bang. Yeah, I'm going to tie 4 noodles and 4 hinge sections, and yeah, and then look at just bringing them in, going round, get some food from the shop. Didn't prepare it all. I would have obviously got think food. I went and got a few bits here, cereals and that, but obviously because things are made fresh, there's nothing there for me to take food wise, but I just got all the scran, crisp pop chocolate and that. I'll get some meals and stuff, and no doubt we're on takeaways. Probably go out and grab a bit of lunch today if anyone's up for it, a Mitchie or what, and then come back, bring a load of bait around with me. I'm going to load this spot up, load them both if I'm happy to do that right-hander, or maybe even look for another one out there somewhere, because I did see a few fish in a certain zone that I hadn't had a lead around in, so I'm going to definitely investigate that. There might be something else that we can start baiting, and it's a bit closer to the zone that I'm catching from over there. So I'm still working at it, you know. I'm not settled in, oh, these are my 2 spots. If I see something that I need to react to and start thinking I need to start baiting and potentially fishing, then let's do it. The main thing that I'm buzzing on is getting a bite off this spot, because I've got somewhere else to rotate with. Well, I'm waiting till tomorrow morning for that swim. I can go over there, I can load this up today, fish tonight in here, maybe get one, and then still go over there, do 2-3 nights over there, 3 is the maximum, loading that one, watching this one, move back here, you know. I've got time on my hands, I'm gonna put in all this effort. I'm not coming down to do a night or 2. I drove all this way, got all this time in front of me. I'm not going to give up until either someone catches it or I catch it, or the lake shuts up. It's as simple as that. When I think it's done and I've missed a chance in the window, I'll probably look at going over to Dinton then for the winter. But you never know, might as well get out. Who bloody knows? Should be here on that flat line of trees and there. We'll see. Only got a little window. Give it a little break while the swimmers come. I'm going to scare them. I wouldn't like it if even something like a spawn was landing 100 yards from me, especially on wet as well. So yeah, just walking back to me swim. Got a bag of bait, a rucksack of bait. Been down the old chippy. Got myself a wrist protector. I know you might be thinking, what a pussy, but I'll tell you now, this wrist is hurting. Hopefully it won't affect me too much and get worse and worse. That's why I thought I'd get this, because it's getting worse. So
Don't help that it's a big walk. This leg's killing. Playing no violin now, aren't I? But yeah, I got a little bit of extra milk, a few extra bits and bobs while I'm out. Spare spom just in case the worst were to happen. Don't want to have to leave the lake again. While I was out, I thought I'd get one. Whoa! Yeah, mission on. Halfway to me swim now. It's a big old walk. Oh, lovely, look at it. Sicko. Where is she? I know where she is now, but where's she going tonight? Hopefully, on one of my spots. It's the right hand side of my swim, that's the bar. It's at the side of me, look, there's the island out there. Madness. It's only about a foot deep at the minute. But yeah, sort of thing you're dealing with on here. I'll pop a bird's eye view up so you get to see it all, but wow, what a place, what a place. Stage again, I know it's all just same stuff, but I'm literally just repeating the process, you know. Got noodle on one, hinge on the other, and the third rod is hinge again, yeah. And I'll just literally, see the statement, I'll tell you now, this has been hard work. It's hard work all the time, can you see me? Literally covered in spom juice. Just put a full bucket out, basically there's a few spoms there left to go over the top of the rods once I get them out. Literally just been spomming, this is got through now. My back is giving me my leg's not well and this isn't helping, but I'm doing quite well considering I've had a few go wayward. I mean, look at this crosswind, I'm sure you can hear it. But yeah, I get a savage crosswind. I've had to add 9 feet. I've had to add 9 feet to me wraps to hit the same spot. You know, always something worth mentioning. I've said it before. As soon as if you're leading up and it's flat calm, like last night I leaded it, baited it flat calm, and then I've got this big crosswind. There's about 9 foot crosswind there. You know, I'd have wrapped up at the same wraps. I'd have been fishing short, 9 feet short, big difference. It's actually in weed, so probably would have got a drop, but I wouldn't have been fishing, so big thing that. Whoa. Alright then, just gotta wait for the time. Hopefully gonna get a lull. Not gonna wrap the rods up yet, because it's only 1 second, let me dip this rig. The time is only about probably 4 o'clock at the latest. I would have said, should have a clock on this bloody camera, shouldn't I? Oh mate, what am I? Disabled or what? Get your phone out your pocket, you absolute idiot. Hello. 10 to 4. It's 10 to 4, so in about an hour, hopefully, we get that standard southwesterly lull just before sort of dark as the evening starts to drop in. Oh, clock's go back tonight, Saturday, possibly. Yeah, hopefully we get that little lull, and I'll judge the lull based on it. I'll judge the wind speed and think, right, so is it 29 whatever, is it 30 whatever, you know, based on the wind speed then. Don't want to wrap them all at, you know, the higher end now because it's really blowing a bit of a hooey and then it dips off and I'm fishing through the spot. So again, another little thing you got to watch out for. This is hard work, it's taking out of me, it's burning me, but you know, I've got to do it. Baiting, rigs, tying, fresh, everything, you know, cast, get it right, perfect, everything. It's got to be so spot on and it's got to line up and hopefully it's my bloody chance. You know, when it's flat, calm and beautiful, it's still hard, you know, so getting it right when it's like this is, you know, you need to focus even harder in my opinion. You know, I work my arse off to try and get the things right when it's so challenging, because this is where, you know, other people can go wrong, and that's where you become in that sort of, get yourself in that percentage club if you like. I've got my swim over there booked for in the morning if I want it. Who knows? Anything could happen tonight. Could catch the other brother or whatever, you know, the snake brother, and that'd be like, oh, I've got another night in here. But I'm pretty sure now I've loaded both these spots up, I might actually put all 3 on the spot that I caught on last night, because that one has gone rock solid. As the other one, it's bigger, it's a bit smoother, but it's not rockers. but I have just loaded it up and didn't put loads of bait on that one initially anyway. It's the left hand of the one that I caught on that I've been consistently baiting for, well, since I came back now, with a lot of bait, and it is getting thumps. But I've got a lot of bait on it just now. I got a lot of bait on it this morning when it was flat calm, and yeah, I'm happy to, sort of happy to leave it, go over there, get some bait on them spots, hopefully catch some fish over there, keep my eye on this, maybe move back after the night if they're all over here, and there's bait over there. You know, you understand what I'm doing. Basically, long story short, as I'm sure you're starting to hopefully pick up in these few vlogs that I've done, say few vlogs, it's been about 20-30 nights, but it's just for a few sessions because they're long periods. But hopefully you've started to pick up. I've sort of sussed out where the fish were kind of passing and heading to, and then just started loading areas, a couple of areas in that sort of area or passing point. 3 it started with, but it seems like I'm very focused on these 2 now. I've sort of left Carp point. It's been busy in there as well, not so much as these 2, especially this one. So it's sort of started, you know, started setting in that maybe it's not a great place to do it. These 2 swims definitely, that side because they're getting right in there, this side because it doesn't get fished as much and they're getting it here and passing it. I don't know what else to say, I'm just churning on, but I'm just trying to get as much out of here into here and then into your woo, and that's it. Whatever a woo is, yeah, get it into your brain, and so it sort of registers what I'm up to. Simple as that. Right, let's wait for this lull in the wind. Hopefully it's going to come. If not, I'm just going to power through it. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it. Tell you one thing, actually, I'll show you this. So basically, I always do my first few wraps real low, so you'll notice, look, my leader's really low because of the leader knot. If you wrap your leader knot up here, when you're winding off, it can get caught on these and you'll end up in a right angle. And then I do a few mid, and then I do a few high, per 10 wraps sort of thing. I sort of step up naturally. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. This is why, but I just do it naturally. I don't know how, sorry. After 10, they'll come up and then come up again. So basically, I do it because if you just go crisscross, some are here, some are here, some are here, some are here, trust me, that distance is different. If you go from the lowest end of this stick to the highest end of this stick, yeah, and then pull it and then go up like this, you got about an extra 2 inches. If you keep doing that for 20, 30 wraps, you're talking like an extra rod length. So I literally do it all with my leading rod. So with my leading rod, the leader will get wrapped around the bottom, and then again the same. So you just know that accuracy is very important. It's very important. So yeah, just a little thing that I do. Thought I'd let you know. This is the most important one. The hinges are alright. This one's got to go in the slammer. Boom! Gonna give it a minute, hopefully try and get a dip. Ah, I knew I should have done it earlier. Knew I should have done it earlier. Oh well, live and learn, live and learn. Although I should have learned about 100 times. Knew it weren't gonna stop. Much better, but we'll deal with it. Right then, that was the hard one. Technically, it should be a bit easier. Technically. Right, let's do this. Last one. That's all I can do. See what happens. A couple of spawns over the top. They'll be good.
Time of night again. I've got a bloody carp. Another one. For sake. Just don't know how to find me in a predicament. Better fish as well, this one. Gonna have a look at it. And I think I want another look at a spot earlier where I could do self takes without anyone seeing and sort of weighed it up and thought, right, if I do him here, he can't see me behind the island, he can't see me from there, so might do that. But I'll have a look at it first. Looks like a half decent fish, to be fair. So. But I was sat here listening to him show over on the other spot, and then that one, so much so that about an hour ago I broke because I fished all three on this spot here, didn't I? It was sort of over on the other spot, i.e. the other swim where I caught from last session. I wanted to say last week then, but it wasn't last session. So I moved one of the rods off this spot to another spot that was on that way. I'm sure you know what I'm on about, so it's a bit closer. And that noodle's just gone off, melted off. Good battle as well. And then it went straight over the other rod that I just put out over there. Took that out, so I've got that here now. Hook is razor. So I'm thinking about just sort of slamming this one back out there now. And then I'll deal with the fish, but yeah, it looked half decent. I hadn't put the light on it yet, it just sort of rolled in. I felt down its flank and it was quite smooth, and I thought, it's not a scaly one, so let's get this rod sorted. Right, yeah, I'll let you know what's going on in a minute. Sorry about the focus. Just because it's light. Sorry. I'll sort it out in a minute. Bye.
Here she is. 29.14 this. Absolutely. Oh, I've got mega miles beast in me, this one. To be fair. I binned off the self takes. So I'll do a bit of footage. Get it back. Yeah, mega one. Let's have a look at the other side if she'll let me. Yeah, there we go. Oh, lovely times. Another bite off that spot though. Oh, come on, a croc.
Buzzing. 2 nights, 2 fish, and we've still got for this night left. It's 12:30 now. Just put that noodle back out. I just thought I'd put that one out, so I may as well put the other one out. Went down nice, hit the clip nice. The wind's just softened off now, so got 3 rods out on that spot. Just thought, why not? What's that saying? Oh, night shot. Yeah, another one. That's stacking them up. How many is that? 4, 5, 6, 7 now in total. Nice. Couple of sessions. It's good going, that is really good going. I'm really buzzing with that, obviously. But yeah, I feel like this is obviously a good backup zone. I mean, I might be wrong. These rods could prove me wrong in a minute. I hope they do. But that zone over there is the one doing the right fish. They're the ones that I'm seeing the CROC with, not these ones. So it says I need to be over there, and I'm hearing them over there. I've been hearing them. I'm not too sure if I've told you that tonight. I think I did. Hearing them over there, although I'm getting bites. Not heard anything that way. Oh yeah, I did tell you because I said I repositioned that rod that way. Yeah, but they're definitely that side. They're on that spot, 100%, or in that zone. Just need to hopefully get through tonight without her coming out, unless it's on my rods. Sounds so selfish, but that's what we're here for, isn't it? And then yeah, hopefully getting there and have a nice, good 3 nights at it in there. You know, like the last session, although I was baiting it in the lead up, last session was more of a training session, if you like. Not training session, obviously I caught a few, but I learned a lot from catching, how to land them, how to get them in, quick time, walk straight back, like 3 foot rod lengths, boom, 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 and then walk straight down the right hand margin, 5, 6, 7 rod lengths, and they pop up in front of you, just to save any drama, you know what I mean? 40 pound braid straight through, if they ain't nailed and they come off, then that's my fault, that's the rig's fault. But everyone, touch wood, has been absolutely nailed. I'm definitely noticing I'm getting more bites on them noodles. That noodle is outfished, that hinge now. It's only the last one over there that I had on the mat shot, in the net, sorry. That scaly one that I just took a picture of in the net. It's the only one that I had on a hinge. I think everything else come on a noodle, so again that tells me something. Hard to the deck, get on the noodles, 2 rods on that spot. Definitely want to try and find another one in this other area where I've seen them. Sort of see if I can find something that's nice, sort of boy range, out of the way. But I'm happy with just that one spot, if I'm honest. Probably get 3 rods on it, but I wouldn't bother. Like, just dramas with lines in it. 2 braid side by side is enough. 3 can be dramas. Back in the swim. It's only about 7:30 with the clocks going back, and that's technically 8:30, but yeah, 7:30. I've got a bigger window here this morning to could have kept the rods out, obviously with the clocks coming back. The boats haven't come out as early, still not come out, so, but sacrifices and all that. Like I say, didn't want to get too political. Got to go past the van, drop some rubbish in and me refresh the water. I've left me bait and spud rods and wrap sticks, and I've got a couple of spares just in case I were to crack off in my pocket. Left them around there with old Padgy boy, he's a couple of swims up. So yeah, gonna go around there with him. Whew. Get a brew on, have a brew. When he's wound in, he said he's going about 8:30, 9 or something. When he's wound in, I'll get some bait on that spot out there. Come round here and start slowly prepping for the night ahead. Bye Felicia. Back round here, as promised. Full bucket of manga going out. I have been doing this quite a lot. Sort of, this is what I've been doing when I say, oh, baited around there, baited around there. I just obviously don't show you every time. You know what baiting is. I'm coming around here and putting a lot of bait out, but I got the camera with me because I didn't want to leave it in the swim, so I thought I'd show you. Baiting up. So basically, when I first started baiting this spot, it was a big silk bed that went from that tree there, that tall one, let me see if I can do this, there, right, from that tall tree there to the end of this flat. Now, it's gone to the right hand side of that tree, and actually nearly in line with this one, just after that buoy, but remember I'm well short of that buoy. But yeah, so I'm getting nice drops all this area here, so I'm just trying to stretch it out. The reason being is it is a long way out. Getting 3 rods on a small area is a lot harder, and also if I can get 3 rods spread out in that area and just bait it, you know, it gives you that little bit more lax with regards to the baiting, just firing out there. As long as you're hitting the clip, bang, bang, bang between them goalposts there, big area, big strip. And what it also does is it spreads the fish out while they're feeding. So you could have a couple of fish feeding on the left hand side. That must be 4 rod lengths long at least, you know, so a fish spooking off the spot one end doesn't mean that they're going to spook off the spot the other end, you know what I mean? So it just does that. Well, it's the same localised area, same distance, same strip, but yeah, I'm just trying to stretch it out a bit. Well, it automatically does it, you know, because your spawns go away, but I'm not making it like I'm some sort of pro, and I'm just getting everyone bang, 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 and that's where I'm supposed to put in it. Just makes you be able to just aim for them goalposts, and wherever it goes, as long as it's hitting the clip, happy days. Big winds on here, trying to get 2-3 rods on a little tight spot, or a little tight gravelly spot or something like that, ain't gonna happen. Big pit, 120, 140 yards. Not going to happen in a million years. Night chucking as well, it's like aim that way, aim that way, aim that way. Just so many positives is opening up. So this is going to be the one, I reckon. I think I'm going to have it over there.
Love my confidence. You've got to be confident. Confidence catches fish. I'm definitely not being cocky. I'm being confident. It drives me to do all these things that hopefully you're watching me see do and think I was putting in the effort. So, confident, yeah. I'm hoping I'm going to catch it over there, but could quite easily happen over here as well. So yeah, Free Noodles. The noodle is out fishing the hinge now. You know, last few bites really is all noodles. So yeah, bit of plastic melted at the end there. Gonna file that off, file the burn off. Edgy. So yeah, Free Noodles. Oh, it's hard on the deck. Sort of makes sense, you know. I always sort of say that the pop-ups aren't really the one. I only fish the pop-ups because of the spot. You know, if it's a bit choddy, but the spot is now clean. So get it on the deck, matching everything else. The fish are, you know, this time of year they've been caught, they've been under pressure since the spring. You know, they're getting bounced around the pond. You know, they're aware they're being fished for, and pop-ups are a bit sort of bright, blatant. You know, standing up away from all the other freebies. So yeah, noodles it is. Noodles all the way. I am pretty confident I'm going to catch this on the noodle. I need to stop saying that, but you got to talk it on the bank. You've got to be confident. It's confidence, not cockiness. And if it doesn't happen, just keep going. Who cares? Eggy lid. Just waiting on the boat to come out. Oh God. Does get a bit frustrating, trust me, only because you're waiting around. Only around this time. I don't mind the day. What time is it? 3 minutes to 4. I think the last swim was 3 till 4. Obviously clock's going back and all that, so I had to get quite a bit more light tonight than usual, so which is good. Oh, there he is. It's the last round. Happy days. Good timing that was. Yeah, there he goes. He'll go that way, all the way around, back through. If you've watched previous vlogs, I'm sure you'll know that by now. I apologise if a lot of this is repetitive, but I'm doing the same thing all the time, so you're going to get some sort of repetitiveness until either I catch it and there's no more vlogs on here, or the fish change their habits. I'm sure you caught on to the sort of routine that I'm doing now with regards to baiting and moving, baiting and moving sort of thing, where I'm moving to and from. Was going for the interception thing, but the fish started travelling a lot more up in the layers, so I think they were bypassing me out of that bait in that point swim. So here I am, go fishing either side of where they're going in the night time, picking them up on the way through tonight. And then yeah, I've just found out tonight that it is on Monday, which is tomorrow, Halloween. Woo, spooky. It's some sort of Halloween swim and fancy dress up. Starts at 7 PM. So that's got to be swimmers in the dark, I'm guessing. I will go and ask them tomorrow just to be sure, but that's this swim, totally out of action, probably until, who knows. I would have said at least, well, they'll be out there at least an hour or two, I would have said, but who knows. I have seen them out there on bloody dragon boats till midnight. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully that isn't the case. It's going to be dark getting the rods out regardless. If it starts at 7, I'm definitely going to do an hour swim. But yeah, here we go, here he comes. Let's do it. They're here already. Sick. It's only like 6 o'clock, 10 past 6, so technically 10 past 7 in real terms if the clock's hadn't gone back. So yeah, they're here. I've had a sick liner on one of them soup rods. Hit a couple of sloshes a bit further out where they sort of come in from, and I have had a slosh out probably not too far from this short right hander. Oh God, it's about the time I had that patch bite as well, so could be game on. It'd be nice to get an early bite in the bag, but it's what it is. Might not get a bite at all, but can't help but feel confident. Everything's perfect. Noodles, bait,
rigs are out there, the spot's doing fish. They've had a bit of free bait for the last couple of days, obviously filled it in when I went, so. Come on, come on. I'm giddy. Don't think I've blanked for like the last 5-6 nights or something, which is insane, insane. Come on girls. Oh girl, come on girl. Well up. First light. And nothing has happened. God. Frustrating that is. Oh God. We came past, well, like I said last time, they turned up real early, like definitely showing on that zone again that I found. Well, I said I wanted to investigate. There's a spot out there. I didn't fish it because I didn't want to cut the other zone off. And yeah, they came through and they just seemed to, don't know if they went or if they're still here, but I've got a horrible feeling. But I don't think I'm messed up. They went over to my other spot because I heard an absolute donkey bounce out over there. Now it was that sort of windy that you wouldn't hear the subtle ones because I was only just hearing the sort of swashes out in my zone, so obviously that's a long way over where I'm fishing from the other side. And yeah, so I just did that one, but that was enough to say. But it like one of them, I was like, oh no. But I was still happy because they were here as well. So, you know, there's no saying that I would have caught over there, and there's no saying if I would have caught, you know, it would have been the right one. So, still haven't made the wrong decision. But, and at the same time, I can't just expect to catch every night, like, which is mad to think that I'm in that mindset. But it's just they're very tame, if you like. Now, is tame the right word? Like, you know, read them, got the zones, catching from both spots, they're returning. It feels like you should be picking them up now, but so many sort of inconsistencies that can go wrong, especially with these mad crosswinds and crays. You know, I had a couple of little suspicious liners. Did have one proper liner, and then I had a couple of suspicious. So there's a good chance it could have been crayed, which is sad. But only time will tell. Got first light anyway. Still a chance, but I feel like the best window was passed. He just seemed to, yeah, like they came through. He showed on the move like they got more left, and then didn't sort of hang and stay like they usually would, which is surprising because they were definitely hungrier yesterday evening because I was hearing them from over there, wasn't I? It's a bit flatter. Anyway, yeah, it didn't happen. I'm in crazy mode, basically. Messing around with a new rig, calling it the Super Noodle. It's a new version of the noodle, trust me. To basically cray proof it, mixing basically my two favourite rigs together. It's sick. I'm really happy with it. I'm not going to show it yet until I'm really happy with it and finalised it, but trust me, I think it's really good. I'm going to use, I think it's that good, I'm going to use 3 of them tonight on a lake like this. Well, let me finish it first, but if I use them on a lake like this and it works, well, if I've got that much confidence in it to use it on a lake like this, then yeah, let me get them all tied up properly. But I've just been going through a few different variations, which way to tie it and that, and I think I've found the best way
but we'll see. It's not massively, or people might say, I mean, it's a bit like that, but that. So yeah, it is. It's two things together. So it is something different, but we'll see. Sorry, you didn't really learn anything from that 1 minute of listening, but yeah. Honestly, the mechanics of this rig is insane. It's like a cross between the hinge and the noodle. It's got the supple hair, blowback, noodle shaped with the hair, same as the noodle, with the boom. Sorry, is it the boom? Whatever you call that, with the recoil there. So it's the same as the kicker, and then obviously, so it's a cross between a hinge and a noodle. I was going to call it the ninge, but it sounds a bit like minge. So we've gone for the super noodle. Hey, focus, hello. Super noodle it is, and I'm that confident in it, I'm putting 3 out tonight. How mad's that? The fact that I'm willing to try to catch my target fish using this rig. The main reason being, it's actually more mechanically gifted. You heard? Alright, let me tell you what, I'm going to show you. Let me give you the full rundown. Yeah, so, alright, here we go. Let me pull this down, yeah. So, mechanically, yeah, it's, yeah, look at that. Oh, it just wants to, all it wants to do is spin. Oh, bump, bump. So it's just nailing right back. Yeah, and because it's got this suppleness, this can fly down and put weight on the hook point, as opposed to a D would carry it away. I hate Ds, so much so I won't even use a D on a hinge from now on, like that chod section. I'm going to use supple blowback like that, mainly because I've never really, it's only now that I've just been testing it against a D, because I tried it as a D initially, just using basically a hinge, shaping it like the noodle kicker, the exact way, and using the swivel. That swivel's acting as weight as it's fired out, so that just wants to go down, which in turn turns that hook point. But yeah, I did it with a D, and I've just tested them against each other, and the thing is when the fish spits your hook out, it's not spitting the hook out, it's spitting the bait out. So wherever the bait goes, the hook goes, and you got to imagine that that D just catches it, just literally fires that bait, and it catches on that D and fires the hook out like back first. Whereas with that supple blowback, it goes down the shank, travels, and the bait flips over and goes downwards. You know, I can just imagine so many fish just sucking and blowing it straight out, which has always been the beauty of the noodle, really, the kicker all working together. I think I'm really onto something here with this. Like I say, it is very similar to a hinge, but I've incorporated the blowback and suppleness and shaped it like the noodle kicker. So I think I'm well within my rights. I think, as far as I know, I haven't seen them before, so I think I'm well within my rights to call that super noodle. The super noodle rig. Sick. Anyway, even if it isn't called one, I'm calling it the super noodle. Simple as that. But yeah, I've basically been playing with it, obviously, to cray proof it, because what's happening is when the crays get hold of the rubber, because it's got a consistency, a soft consistency, they think they can get through it, and they just constantly stay on it. Whereas the hook baits, they're a hardened rubber, that's a soft rubber on the kickers. So same as shrink tube and all that. So yeah, so what I've done there is, you know, tried to replace that, and I was thinking obviously bristle filament, recoil, straight away. Tried it doubled over and slip D'd. Tried it just like a hinge rig, but shaping it, you know, that abrupt sort of bum like that, like that. And then I did that, and that sort of worked. Oh, I've got to get there. Sort of worked, but it didn't. Right, plan is I'm staying put here. I've been racking through my mind at what to do. You know, didn't much happen last night. I don't know if I've briefed you on this, but I've been racking my head because he had that big and boom out over there on that spot. But, you know, I'm a very much bait on exit type person. You know, a lot of bait. Whereas yesterday, what I did is I baited on exit but stayed on the pond. So that could have been almost a cutthroat in a sense of fish going over there, staying over there and holding them over there. Whereas tonight I've not baited, so hopefully if they do go and visit that spot, they leave it because all the bait's gone, crays, fish, whatever, or there's just a little bit there and you take it and then come over here. Or vice versa, they turn up here, you know, first. Right, very in my face there. So yeah, that could have been a definite sort of a no-no. But also I heard them stopping at this spot. I know I said this earlier, so yeah, stopping at this spot. So I've had a lead, I've got a nice spot there, just short with a buoy line and all that. Great, got a great margin to get it, so it's all safe. 40 pounds straight through, real strong gear. So yeah, I'm happy with everything. I'm really happy with everything. But I'm staying put rather than move over there. This swim would get taken, that one won't. Give them another night of free bait over there if there's any left. There's loads of things in my mind that are saying stay here. There's loads saying go over there. But when I go over there, I've got to tackle down to the casting braid. It's a lot bigger distance. I've got 40-mile-an-hour winds coming in. Could be a mare. So you just got to weigh these things up. But yeah, I'm going to stay put. I baited anyway, just so you know, as you can probably tell. Done my daytime baiting. Just went 10 spoms, 5 on that one. And then later on I get my rigs out, I'll probably put 2 spoms and 2 spoms over the top. And that's it. Quick bite stuff. It's going dark and I've still got rigs hanging on my bivvy. Because, welcome to park life. Boat hasn't been out yet. Because there's some sick swimming thing going on all night because it's Halloween. Trick or treat. It's definitely not a trick, but it's definitely not a treat. They're around the buoys, and then I imagine there's going to be about 7 million floating lights out there in a minute of swimmers once it goes dark. So it's all baited, just put 4 spoms on each spot, and then them rods are going to get swatted out. I've already sort of cast them to the clips, made sure the clips are perfect. I've dropped it to 1 rod per spot, so therefore I haven't got to try and slide 2 rods down the side of each other in the night. It's not ideal, so I've got 3 spots rocking. Chose to fish my 1 second. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah, I've chose to fish the 2 spots that I've been baiting in this swim that I haven't fished yet. Oh, one that's a bit further out, well right at that blue buoy in front of me, about the buoy line. They have been stopping there. I've had a couple of shows in that zone. I've not fished it yet. It's definitely got a little bit firmer. And then this one I've been baiting to the left. I've actually got that rod out because it's literally just down this shelf to my left here towards the island. And the reason I'm fishing that is because I haven't heard anything there. I might have. I don't know if I've said this earlier. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that much stuff goes on in a day and I'm just killing time. I don't know where I'm at. There's it's not very consistent of angling, like, so I'm stopping and I don't know where I'm at. So apologies if I'm repeating myself, but yeah, basically that spot has been like, it's like shingle pea gravel now. Like, not massive, but it's there. It's a tiny patch before and that's big, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna stick a super noodle on that as well. But I fished it hinge style, fished it popped up, so it's not, so it's technically a hinge with a whipped on supple hair, so I can't really claim that as anything other than I'll just call it a ninge because it's like a noodle cross hinge. So I'll go for super noodle when it's the bottom bait, and I'm calling it a ninge, not a minge, a ninge rig. But that supple hair on the hinge is definitely the one for me as opposed to the D. I will not be using a D again. Not on not on hinges anyway. Oh, ninjas! Go on the ninja! Right, hopefully these aren't swimming all night and I can get some rods out, you know, in a few hours. But yeah, that's me just sat here for another few hours again. I can't sat here all day. Trick or treat! There we go. There's craziness. Crazy. There you are. Madness. Absolute madness in the back, as always. the main thing that fishing has always been for me is a getaway. Tom Maker will be proud of them. Sick. Oh, I'm buzzing. It's literally took out both the other rods. How can I go from being so high to so low? Big pit carping. That's what it's about. Oh my days. It's broke the line. I had to grab the other end of the braid.
A big crocodile to turn up with his feeding.